Hello everybody, it's me Rossco and welcome to the latest instalment of Game Day. And as you can see, we're back at Portman Road under lights as Ipswich Town look to make it 3 wins in a row as they take on Watford in the Championship. Of course, last time out they beat QPR 4-1, a very good day in West London. And of course, last time we were here, Ipswich Town beat Watford 1-0 in that hard-fought victory. So can they make it 3 in a row? We'll have to wait and see. Watford, of course, away from home, are not very good. At home, they've got some good results under their belt. They're 10th for the league, we're 9th for the table. They've got another new manager in charge. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game indeed. And hopefully it is 3 points because today is my nephew's 10th birthday. So shout out to Cody, who will be in this stand today in the Cobbold. Hopefully going to celebrate 3 points after having some cake and a good stew. And that was a lovely stew from my sister, by the way. Shout out to Jade as well, who made a lovely stew before I came to the game. There is media scrum though, so I'm going to probably have a double dinner because why not? Get me ready for this 90 minutes of football. So let's head upstairs, bring you the team news, and of course, at full time, speak to the Cowboy Army. But yeah, a lovely evening in Suffolk. Let's bring it on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now in the press conference room, and I've got myself a cheeky cupcake because there's also another birthday boy today, and that is good old Callum Brissett, who celebrates his birthday today. And he is a friend of the show. He won the Strike Live at KOA Live 2, and he's also a Tory type man for those are the days. So I'm a friend of the show, birthday today. Happy birthday, my friend. Hopefully 3 points for you and my nephew Cody. But yeah, I'm going to get this in the belly because bit of a blue icing, nice little love heart as well, and just also had some chicken. And some rice and some veg. So I'm actually double chicken today because I had a chicken stew at my nephew's birthday party, and now I've just had chicken here. So maybe a bit too much chicken, but no, can't have too much. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I know there's a few people going, Ross, why did you talk about your food? But yeah, 7 out of 10 if you're asking. But team news just dropped. 3 changes from Kieran McKenna's team. 1 enforced, pretty much. Ben Johnson in for Leif Davis, who of course came off injured at QPR. Jens Kuste in for Jack Taylor. And Chuba Akpom in for Marcelino Nunes, of course, scored 2 goals, 2 free kicks at QPR. So those are the 3 changes. Watford, they've also done 3 changes as well. And yeah, they play 4-4-2. So a bit of a throwback, just like QPR. We shall see what happens. But yeah, we've been shouting, haven't we, about McKenna making too many changes midweek. Only 3 tonight, so not too bad at all. But yeah, no Davis on the bench, but Ivan Azon is back on, the Spanish striker. So could he score today? We shall wait and see. I predicted a 2-0 Town win. Jaden Philogene with the first goal. Hopefully that is right. We shall see what happens. Let's get pitch side. Let's eat the cupcake. Let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now pitch side. Watford fans in the away end. The players are now on the pitch. Of course, before the game, we'll have a minute's silence to, of course, remember those soldiers who we've lost in the many wars throughout the years, lest we not forget, of course, that. But yeah, let's see what happens tonight under lights, the floodlights. Looking pretty, as standard. Let's go. So full time, and it's ended 1-1 here against Watford. Town, of course, will be ruining their chances. Late on, they could have got a late win there, Simon. Thanks for joining me. Thoughts on that draw, my friend?
It feels like 2 points dropped, ultimately. I mean, they've had enough chances again to win the game. It's a really sloppy goal to concede early on. They had the better of the game for the majority, had all of the ball pretty much, but we've got to get used to teams coming here and playing like that. They're not the first team to do it. They certainly won't be the last. And you think back to the season they got promoted, I think a lot of teams came and kind of underestimated us. There's a lot more space that we could kind of play into. We're not getting that now. So we need to find a way to win games a little bit differently. And I think you kind of saw, I mean, towards the end when we're getting those crosses into the box, and actually we did create some good opportunities from doing that. I mean, that's on 2 golden opportunities, to be honest. And
Nunes as well.
And you're just thinking he needs a goal for himself. I mean, Hurst got a couple at the weekend, and you kind of think if he'd got either of those chances at the end, he would have put one of them away. So it's feeling really sort of gutting that they didn't get the result. But look, they haven't lost the game. It was a tough fixture, but it feels really sort of they do need to work out how to beat this low block, because it's not going to be a thing that it's going to happen again and again until they work out a way to sort of create a lot more opportunities. I mean, they've only had 4 shots on target ultimately at the end of the game. And it really, for the amount of the ball they had, the amount of times they got the ball into dangerous areas, it didn't feel like enough, to be honest. I mean, I thought the defence was, apart from the goal, was pretty good. I mean, Watford created very little. They came here with the plan that we really knew they would before the game. You see the big physical centre forwards, they were always going to go direct into that. And it just seems like every moment we make a mistake, we get punished at the minute. And I think that's the bit that's a little bit frustrating, because that could easily have been a 1-0 win tonight, and everyone goes home happy, but they make the mistake. They recovered well, which is a good thing, because they've not done that so far this season. It tends to be when they've gone behind, they've gone on to lose the game. So it's good to have come back and picked up something, but as I say, disappointed they didn't come away with all three. But yeah, it's one of those games. I was really pleased with Cinder again. Yes. I think he is improving every game. He put in some really good crosses throughout the fixture, not just towards the end of the game. And
it's some of his decision making still, though. He needs to sort of work on. There's a few moments, but he's still learning. He's 19.
Still think defensively there's work to do as well. In terms of the goal, kind of comes down his side. He's a bit overeager at times, tries to get in too much, but going forward, you can see there's real quality there and things to improve on. And Philogene with another goal at Portman Road, 6 for him. Here he's enjoying his time at this stadium. Would like him to do a few more away from home, but as long as he carries on scoring here, I'm sure everyone will be happy with that. But yeah, it's good because it carries on the momentum. He's 7 points from 3 games. It's pretty good. You kind of keep that momentum going. Tough trip to Swansea on the weekend, but if you get a win there, and suddenly everything's forgotten again. It's so tight at the top. You see with the results again tonight. Teams are dropping points all over the place. There doesn't seem to be really 2 really excellent teams or 3 excellent teams like there was last time. So as long as you can keep yourself in kind of touching distance, if you can go on a run at some stage, you look at the fixtures coming up, there's a couple of good games coming up in terms of league positions, then Town will be thinking they could go on a run and hopefully propel themselves forward, and obviously still got that game in hand to come as well. So I think plenty to be positive about.
Well said, Simon. Cheers, bud. Next up, and joined by good old Peachy, my friend. Thoughts on that 1-1 draw against Watford?
How have we not won that? That is, I'm literally going to wake up tomorrow morning and think, how have we not won that? The chances we wasted. Again, give away a bit of sloppy goal. Thankfully, we got straight back into it, and then there weren't much else in the first half. The only highlight of the first half was right at the end where Watford player was offside, and we somehow managed to take the free kick from inside their half. But in second half, Walton's had nothing to do apart from catch a few crosses, and we've just had chance after chance after chance. We just haven't taken them. Nunes had a couple. Their defender made a good block. Azon should have scored. Taylor should have scored. But other than that, we haven't lost. Like I say, Simon said, 7 points. Last 3 games, can't argue with that. Sindre's definitely improving with every single game. I mean, I must admit, I thought Hurst would lucky be booked for his one challenge. Then Barr absolutely cleans Furlong out. Ordinary yellow, ref just bottles it. He was happy to send him off early in the season, weren't he? But no, Watford came to the draw. They got a draw. Fair play to them. If on another night we take a chance, we win that. So we've only really got ourselves to look at. You can't look at anything else. We had the chances. We haven't taken them. It's just really frustrating. Just the clock kept ticking ticking.
When you got 7 minutes as well, you think, oh, okay, we've got a chance here, and that's where normally teams go for it, don't they? And I felt like we're still been a bit slow, and we weren't really. Urgency wasn't there really.
I'm not criticising the way we play, but there's a minute to go. We've got a throw in. We've got a long throw specialist. It's like, just I know nothing might not come of it, but just to throw it back and then pass full time. It's like, just effing go for it. You never know. But I have to credit some of Watford's defending as well.
Yeah,
there was one, was it down on Nunes' foot, and he thought he was going to tap it in, and the defender come from nowhere.
Boom.
Yeah, it's you get these games every now and again a season where like you felt like we were never going to score again, no matter how hard we tried. But
is that cliche? We could have been there all night.
Yeah, well, we did score in the first half, but it's just like when it dropped to Taylor, I thought, he's going to siphon at this end, whack over it, and when that one came to Nunes right at the end, I thought, he's going to bang it. No, he's going to slice it in the stands. Look, we didn't lose. It's just, I'd rather come out feeling like this, frustrated we haven't won because we've played well and not taken chances and scraped a 1-1 draw. So, it's a championship. It's a great league, isn't it?
Yeah.
Swansea next.
Yeah, well, how are you feeling about that one? I normally don't ask you this, but I just...
No, I don't get too many away games, unfortunately, but Swansea, they're, again, another decent championship side. Anything that could happen in football.
Cameron Burgess.
Oh, big Cam. I hope he'll get a good reception, especially if he comes back here, but... you know what? I'd take a draw at Swansea.
Ooh.
And then, who's it? It's international break, isn't it?
International break.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, another
It's that one, isn't we?
Luckily, there's not another one until March, so it's fine.
2029, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fucking waste of
Although I
time.
think, isn't it, next season in September, or there's going to be like a good 3-week break.
Oh, yeah, let's get the season going. Another 3 games and after
Yeah.
3 weeks. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm segueing, but yeah. I don't know what else to say, really. Just frustrating.
Any standouts? Anybody that
Oh,
I think Atcom got the man of the match.
What about the second half where Matt Asiwa and Philogene had a little disagreement?
Ooh, yeah.
They were going to start fighting.
I'm trying to figure out what happened there. I think
They were arguing, and also they really squared up to each other. And like
Yeah.
Kipray got in between them. Like if anyone's going to split people up, Kipray is.
yeah.
And then Dara sort of pushed them around. Like they were still arguing. They were.
I don't really know what happened. If you know, ladies and gentlemen,
Jaden.
Yeah, Jaden. Yeah.
Do you know? Because
I think it could have been a
it shows
true
they
thing.
care. It shows
It
they
does,
care.
They do.
It shows they care.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll find out, I'm sure. But yeah, I got a nice picture of sort of Matt Seawer like, he wasn't happy.
Maybe it's just disagreeing with Jaden's defensive work. I don't know. But
Yeah,
it was a weird. It was just the ball went out. And I thought, what are they doing? What are they arguing? Just get on with the bloody game.
Yeah.
But shows they care. Didn't lose. Up a town.
And the final man joining me is Liam from Crew, my friend. Thoughts on that one? A point, but could that have been 3?
Should have been.
Yeah.
I think the word to sum that game up is frustration.
Yeah.
Look, I've heard people were booing at one stage,
That's
and
one of the ref probably. I don't know.
and I don't think that's warranted tonight. Town were the better team. Well, the only team in the game. Watford had one chance, one goal. But clearly they were there for a point, and they've got what they wanted. I mean, look, we could have won that game so easily with the chances they had at the end. Right in front of me, I mean, Azon, I don't know how he's missed the ball. He didn't even touch it from what I could see right in front of us. He's just completely missed the header.
No luck, is he, at the moment? It's just,
The second one, maybe I'm doing him a bit of a disservice. Is a good save from the keeper, but I think he's still got to do better in that position. And then Nunes trying to find orbit when
just tap it, mate.
all he's got to do is side foot. There was so much space at that side of the goal that he could have just, and he's basically gone to try and absolutely take the net off and found the top tier. So
He's felt like he was doing a free kick. That's probably why.
and Taylor as well had
But he's got a fonder bastard, isn't he?
yeah, but he still smashed it over the bar
Yeah.
in a good position.
Yeah.
So it completely different game. Obviously, if we win it, but it's just one of those, isn't it? It's just same old at this level that teams are going to come here and try and frustrate, sit in, and that's what they did. And I still, my frustration still is that it's still a bit slow in the build-up.
Yeah.
And when you're playing against teams that are going to sit deep and there's not a lot of space, you've got to try and move them about a bit quicker, especially late on in the game when it's all us. I mean, Watford didn't
I think
really
as
look.
you said, I think they're happy with a point, which I think many away teams, when they go into the game where that team were dominating us, we're probably happy with this point, and they weren't really going to go for it. Although they did have a few little getaways, didn't they, where they sort of countered us, and I did have a moment where I was like, oh no.
Oh, Matt Asiwa, I mean, he's a lucky boy.
Went in the hoardings, didn't he?
I mean, I know trying to keep the ball in, recycle the ball and get going forward, but in that position, just let the ball go for a throw-in, because trying to keep the ball in, if that ball had stayed in, Watford are in. And it's like, but yeah, it's just. But as I said to some of the lads over there, it's frustrating, but it's a tough one on Saturday. But if they win that, it's a 7-point week, isn't it? So, and we would have taken that at the start of the week, probably reverse this result on Saturday. Probably would have said, yeah, take a point in Swansea and win the home game against Watford. 7 points would be all happy. Obviously, it's not going to be easy to get that win at Swansea, but if they win, then it just makes this one look a little bit different. We're all a bit frustrated now, but win on Saturday and you go 7
Stop
points.
moving.
Sorry.
I've seen Paul, the cameraman, keep moving. But no, he's excited. He's good. You also got some praise on the last video, so shout out to the who praised Liam. But yeah, final thoughts, mate. You know, what's your final verdict on tonight? You said it's frustrating. It's a point on the board. At least we didn't lose.
They're getting better. I think that you can see there are things that are getting better and they are creating chances. That's better than nothing. I mean, if we were tonight didn't look like we were going to score, then you get very worried. Miss some sitters, but you'd rather miss some sitters and say, well, the chances are coming, than it not happening at all and you start worrying where the goals are coming from. I know we scored 4 on Saturday, but that's been a bit of an outlier so far this season. 2
of them free kicks, weren't they?
But look, there are things that are slowly coming together, but you can still see there's a lot still needed for this team to carry on developing and actually hit their stride. But again, momentum's a massive thing. When on Saturday go into the international break with 7 points, then you're not going to grumble with that. And then obviously international break over, it's then the relentless 4 months or so to the next one.
It's a horrible period, isn't there? I think we've got Wrexham at home, and then it's
3 away games on the trot.
Oxford, Blackburn, or something like that. So that's going to be
on the trot, and then we host Cov here.
Yeah, which could be massive.
And then obviously we've got an away game at Leicester. Then after that, so it doesn't get
easy, does it?
No. It's frustrating, but they didn't lose. That's the key thing. So shout out to Jacob Greaves. He's a better left back than Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
So
although Jacob Greaves has played left back before at Hull, so it's not unnatural for him. So maybe that's something McKenna may look at Swansea.
Well, you just look at Ben Johnson. Every time the ball went towards him, it was like rabbit in the headlights. And Philogene, especially first half, was always looking for someone to overlap, which is obviously where Leaf would be.
Yeah.
But Johnson wasn't doing that, whereas at least in the second half when Greaves did come on, I know it wasn't Philogene, but he was creating that kind of overload down there. I thought Clark did absolutely nothing when he came on.
Yeah,
literally.
you'd hope he'd be that super sub again, but no.
Literally couldn't look like he would never beat the fullback and could have tried that all night.
Because Watford was solid, weren't they? They were just grinding out the draw, which fair enough.
It is what it is. 1-1 draw, didn't lose the game. Have to take that positive and see what happens on Saturday, hopefully.
Yes, on to South Wales?
Yes.
South Wales, Swansea. We'll see you there. I think it's the Swansea.com stadium or something. I think it used to be the Liberty Stadium, but Swansea.com stadium. Hope you enjoy game day. See you next time. Bye-bye for now.